Hi Laura, this is in response to your My Day post about your stories and everything. And I just wanted to, get my story out there because I think you're right, it's important. And and I think that we can make a difference. I mean, this is the path. I believe that this is the path that God chose for us and that we have to either embrace it and accept it, do something to change it, or, okay, that's weird. My stupid webcam. Do something to change it, or it'll kill us. But, I just wanted to tell you my story. And my webcam's gonna do close up, obviously. There we go. Oh, it's still gonna do close up. Oh well. Anyway, first of all, I want to tell you what it is. Oh God, out. Hopefully, sorry about this video. I'm new to this webcam stuff. Kind of sucky at it, but and tell you what I have. I have relapsing remitting MS, and it started on March 9th, 2009. And you're right, I remember everything about that day too, because I was on vacation in Colorado with my cousin and my sister, and I remember waking up that morning and I couldn't see out of my right eye. Nothing. There was nothing there. Like, it was nothing. And I was like, did I lay on my eye or something? Because you don't wake up and say, oh, I'm blind in my right eye. Because, I'd never experienced it before. And so I thought, I laid on my eye, on that side of my head. And so my eye was just freaking out or something. But no. I later learned it was optic neuritis, yeah. The swelling of the nerve behind your eye, and the reason why I couldn't see was because it was blocking the view or something. I don't know. He told me and I can't remember, but so bad at this thing. Anyway. It was blocking the view of my right eye. So I went in. Okay, so I told my cousin because my parents were right there, and I was 15. So yeah, I'm 18. I was 15, and I told my cousin the day before we were gonna go home, and she's a pediatrician, so she's like. And I had been rubbing my eye because, I was like, I couldn't see out of it. So I was like, oh my gosh, what is wrong? And she's like, I think you have pink eye. So she wrote me a prescription for a pink eye. And I told my mom when I got back, and she asked her, and she's like, oh, I think it's pink eye. I think she'll be okay. And my mom's like, no, she can't see out of it. We're going to see somebody. So we went to a ophthalmologist, our family Well, we had just moved from Nebraska to South Dakota, and that's where we live now, South Dakota. And it was crazy. I was like, because we went there, because I was like, not too serious about it because she told me it was pink eye. Who freaks out and think they're gonna die from pink eye? Nobody. Anyway, so it was pink eye. And I told my mom that I couldn't see. And she's like, okay, we're going. I said that already. Yeah, I did. I said that already. Anyway, so when we got there, they scheduled an appointment right away, like the next day. And when we got there, we went back right away. And they did that little, puff in the eye, take a picture of the back of your eye, which is actually the nerve. And he took a look at it, and he took a look at my eye, and he's like, I think you have optic neuritis. And I'm like, what is optic neuritis? He's like, it's a precursor for MS. My mom starts bawling. And I'm like, what? I was just like, what the, because I didn't know what the heck it was. Basically, your immune system thinks that your nerves, the things that protects your nerves, is yummy. So it attacks your nerves in your brain, the protective coating. So mostly it interacts with everything. So yeah, so he referred us to a neurologist, and she's like, okay, well, you're gonna have to stay in the hospital for 3 days. What? That is not what I wanted to do with my summer. But I stayed in the hospital for 3 days on prednisone, or steroids, as we know it. And every 6 hours, I had a lot of steroids. And eventually, like the second day, my eyesight came back, but my eye was still like throbbing, because this whole time it was like beating, throbbing when you hit something and it swells. Yeah. Well, she didn't diagnose me with MS. She's like, I don't know, some people just get optic neuritis. Huh? Who the heck gets optic neuritis, and why? I think she was a quack. But anyway, 3 months later, we made an appointment because my other eye felt the same way, like it was hurting, like this eye did, but I could still see a little bit, like it was cloudy. It just, I could still see stuff, but not a lot. And she's like, oh, I don't think that it's your optic nerve. She goes, but we'll make an appointment anyway. I'm like, thanks. I don't want to go blind. Thanks, lady. And we made an appointment for the ophthalmologist again. And it definitely was my optic neuritis again. And it was like, oh my gosh. Because when she said, some people just get it, I was just like, okay, that means I'm not going to have to deal with this illness anymore. But I was wrong. So we were with her for the next couple years, and then the beginning of this year, I just kept on getting worse. I felt horrible. Like, MS makes you feel terrible. So I felt horrible. Like, I was tired all the time. I was getting weaker. Like, you could probably still see some of my muscles. I'm just kidding. I used to work out, like, all the time and do sports and stuff. And this was junior when I finally got referred to him, and by that time I was exhausted. I couldn't control my bladder very well. Just recently, I have to have endoscopy and colonoscopy on the 23rd. That's how I came across your videos, is because of that. I was researching that because I'm super nervous. I hate the thought of someone going there. We'll just say there. That's a better word. But, sorry, this stupid webcam. I'll just sit far back and maybe it'll just keep doing that. Anyway, so I went to a new neurologist because she was a pediatric, because I was 15. 18, went to a new one. He's like, yeah, you do. We took another MRI. He's like, you have some progression. I'm like, of course I do, because, she's an idiot and she didn't put me on anything. And so he put me on Copaxone every day and I did that for 6 months, and I just had another 2 relapses. it wasn't helping. And now I just started Rebif, and I don't feel any better. So, oh gosh, I know what it's like to feel so tired you can't go out. Like, those 2 years, and this year, of course, but these 3 years that I've had MS have been just a fight to get up in the morning. It's like your body is fighting against you, and nobody knows why. There's no cure. The only medications are painful. I mean, I don't care. I can deal with that. I can't deal with this freaking fatigue all the time. I hate this. But like you said, it's people like you, like us, connecting and keeping each other together, and I don't know, just talking. It's nice because we know we're not alone when we talk. But if we don't talk, it's just like, because, oh my word. But but yeah, like I said, recently I've been having some GI issues, and I went to that GI doctor, and he referred me to a cardiologist because I've been having palpitations. I already went to my GP about these palpitations. He gave me beta blockers, and they didn't work because I have really low blood pressure already, and they just bottomed out my blood pressure, so I passed out like twice, and luckily I was here, so it was fine. But and the palpitations were still there, and now I just started on a higher dose of something. It's like called fluorescein iodide or something. That's what it's called. I know you probably have to hold it up in a mirror, but the reason I want you to know is because you've had heart issues, and this is all new to me, and I'm scared, and I think it's okay to be scared and sad, because I'm 18 and a freshman in college, and I'm struggling just to wake up in the morning. It shouldn't be happening. And I guess I'm lucky that I don't have like cancer or something, but I just don't feel it. I feel like my luck just goes out the window. You notice this Band-Aid? It's from trying to open my car door. I grabbed the handle, like cut off the top of my finger. This is from Dogs at Work because I work at a kennel, and it was just a little scratch at first, and then I forgot to cover it and got infected. Not fun. I don't recommend that. But please email me, or I'll email you, or whatever. Yeah, I think I saw your email, but comment on my video, because I really like to know that you're at least listening, and if you're not, that I don't know. I guess I'll find somewhere else. But I just want to say that your videos inspire me, and that it helps me know that I'm not alone in the fact that we don't have the same thing, but we still have a chronic illness, and that's basically the same thing. The medications are basically the same. So Peace and love, I guess. Peace and love.